Mark Christopher's fitness channel. We are back. All right, guys. Today's topic is Rolley Winkler versus Lee Priest. Who had the best arms? And we'll go through a few things of who I reckon has the best arms of all time between these two, because it's definitely between these two. All right, guys. Let's go through just a couple of quick photos. Last week in Prague, and this is Lee Priest when he was doing contest prep. Obviously, he's not in contest prep anymore. He's not retired, but he doesn't compete anymore, I don't think, anyway. But he might in one day anyway. We'll have to wait and see when his surgery. Anyway, back to the hand-in topic. All right, who has the biggest biceps out of both these two? All right, I'd probably have to give this pose to Lee Priest, just on the overall peak. As you can see, just the thickness of the bicep. Compare Lee Priest there to Rolley Winkler. Just the thickness is just overpowering for Lee Priest. He was renowned for the biggest peak almost in history of bodybuilding industry, IFBB. You just look at his triceps when you compare it to Rolley Winkler. Rolley Winkler's massive arms anyway. He's probably got the biggest arms competing in the world. Him with William Bonac, but I think he beats William Bonac and Phil Heath. Rolley Winkler does, but in this picture, I'd have to give it to Lee Priest just on the overall peak that he's got and the thickness in the forearms there and his triceps and that. And they're just crazy, man. It just makes his arms look, bigger than Rolley's, if that's possible, because Rolley Winkler has massive forearms anyway. But I think it's just the overall peak of Lee Priest is just overpowers Rolley Winkler, just in the size of the arm department anyway. All right, we'll go on to the next one. All right, favourite, most muscular. All right, this is a crazy one here. If you look at this one, you can clearly see Lee Priest outsizes Rolley Winkler on this one. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. It must be the angle or something, but nah. I've looked at a few other different photos online, guys, and his biceps are definitely a lot more thicker than Rolley Winkler's, and his triceps are just crazy, man. On this pose, it's a mammoth pose for Rolley Winkler. He transfers probably most any guy in the IFBB at the moment, just on his favourite, most muscular, just on the thickness of his triceps and biceps. It's just crazy, man. His delts are good too. He's got a good overall thickness in the arms, but still, I'd have to give this one to Lee Priest, guys, just on the overall thickness. He's got more of a pop there, as you can clearly see there, and yeah, man. Who has the best arms of all time? I'll probably have to still give it to Lee Priest, guys. I don't know, man. He's just a freak, isn't he? Because it's just his height made it look even more thicker too, and just genetically gifted he was, Lee Priest. But Rolley Winkler's close second, man. That's top two there of all time. But Lee Priest, I reckon, has probably got one of the greatest bicep peaks of all time. Be up there anyway. And for my number one, it would be Lee Priest anyway, guys. But that's just my 2 cents on the topic, man. I think Lee Priest is number one of all time with the arm department, especially the bicep peak, and he beats Rolley Winkler in this. But Rolley Winkler's probably number two in the world, and then you probably have Phil Heath and maybe Ronnie Coleman, either one of them. But Ronnie Coleman didn't have the greatest of peaks, but he was just so big, wasn't he? All right. Anyway, guys, Mark Christopher's fitness channel. I am out.